This video is about detecting and deleting multiple imports or links placed in different views in your Revit model. So instead of manually having to open and check each view, we're going to show you a way to get a full list of all the imports and links associated with the view they are placed into. So for that, we are going to review the Revit button called Delete Cuts, Import, or Link included in NonicaTab Pro. So let's jump into Revit. So let's imagine we want to check the DWGs that has been imported or links into this model. So it will be quite tedious to be opening each view and checking if it was imported or linked, and then detecting if the actual, for example, level 7 DWG was properly placed in that view. So the default way of doing that in Revit is with Manage Links. So here you can come into cut formats, and then you can see only the link files. So here we see that we have 3 link files, but if there was DWGs that was imported, those won't be shown here. So, and additionally, we cannot see which view these DWGs are related to, in which view they are placed. So we don't see if, for example, level 1 DWG was placed in the actual level 1 view. So in order to do that, I'm going to show you a way to actually get a full list of all the imported and also linked files, plus their associated views. So we're going to go into NonicaTab Pro, and then we're going to select Delete Cuts, Import, Link. Then we get 2 full lists. The first list is the link cut files. So we have the name of the cut file and then which view it was used in. So for example, we can see that level 1 was properly placed in the view floor plan level 1. Additionally, in the bottom, we have the list of all the imported cut files. So here we can still check that level 4, for example, was imported instead of link, which is not really recommended. The recommended way of managing cut files is with links. So it is not a good practice to actually import them. That's worth saying. And additionally, we see that, for example, level 5 does not have a view that is associated to it. And this is because when level 5 DWG was imported, it was not, let's say, marked as current view. So I'm going to show you this. Basically, let me go to a floor plan because we need to go into a floor plan in order to do that. So basically, when you import a DWG, you have the option to actually mark current view only. This will mean that the actual DWG is view specific. It will only be shown in that view. And if you have this mark, the view that is associated to that will be shown in the previous dialog. If it was unmarked, it won't be shown. So yeah, let's add it here. Yeah, as I was saying, if we go back here, we now see that level 6 has been added, for example, and that we see that the floor plan that is being used is again level 6 floor plan. So the cool thing is that we can actually delete all of them if we want from here. We can select those that we don't want to delete or those that we want. For example, we can delete these 2. We can delete this, for example, if we see that, imported cut files are not meeting our standards. And then once we select those, we don't need to open them and then click on delete. We can just go straight away from here. And then we click here and those has been deleted. So as you can see, this is a very efficient way of actually detecting your link and imported cut files, and actually also managing and deleting them if you consider. So feel free to check it out in NonicaTab Pro at Autodesk App Store. Thank you very much.